So, like I said, this story not gonna be for everybody, but if it applies, maybe you can listen back at some of the when it started, how it started till now. So we still in the thick of it, and this is like year 3, 4, 5, going through the loss and the grief, and now I'm still doing this heavy because I'm trying to suppress that pain. I'm looking for a way out, but in doing that, it's like I need comfort from other outside things. So I'm getting into the things of the things, not focusing on the journey that was at hand, losing focus. So now I'm in my new place and I'm still in a state of, I'm not going to call it depression. It was more so stagnation because I didn't understand where I was at and what I was going through. And I'm still trying to, be a mother, make sure my kids is in school, getting their work done, doing what I needed to do. I actually got my high school diploma when I moved to my new place in Brownsville. I went back to school, had another baby, 2018. So now I done moved into my new place in 2012, stayed there for a couple years, but I was still in the pain. And I mean, I'm drinking to the point where I can't even walk my children to school every day. I got the bigger brother taking the little brother on the bus. The bus was right in front of my house, but it wasn't me showing up full. I was present in school for them and at meetings, but I was still broken. And I still found time to encourage others. I didn't know how to give myself that love. I didn't love myself. I didn't love myself enough to be whole in those years 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wasn't showing up, doing dumb stuff, calling people all type of hours of the night, giving them a piece of my heart. And when you're doing this, you got some courage. So you just saying, I'm calling my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my friends. It was just messy because at the end of the day, I was spilling out what I was feeling to them, but they couldn't handle and hold and give me nothing back. They didn't know what I was dealing with. And I tried to hide who I was and what I was doing, but it comes out. People act like they don't know, but I was on a slope to SHI. I was on that slope. But I always kept in my back back of my mind, I needed to be better for the children that I was raising because now I'm in this new place and I got the older kid, the one I had on Blake where the babies passed, where I moved from, and then now I got another little boy. Now I got another baby. So I'm still, trying to process like why people don't understand that I'm really going through something. Church was a big factor for me. I had to find peace and strength in finding myself and why was the grievances set upon me. And true and honesty, I think this is just a past life I'm living right now because somebody had to have stripes before I had to have stripes. And I completely understand that history has a way and it's not going to always look the same. History ain't going to repeat itself the same way. It's going to come back the same, but it ain't going to look the same. So now I'm not getting better with myself because I'm still around people, places, and things. I'm meeting more people that's doing the things that I'm doing and still trying to hold on to that piece in me that's saying, Tamaris, you got to fight. You got to grow. You got to keep going. But it didn't look easy. It wasn't. Not it didn't look easy. It wasn't. But I knew it was a greater journey. Now, when I lived on Blake where the first two children died. That was my very first apartment coming out the shelter. And then I moved from that one bedroom with the one kid to a two bedroom. So now it's two rooms and a living room, but my children are small, so they two sharing a room, me and the baby. I just knew it was more that I needed to fight for because I still had this thing on my shoulder telling me, just give up. You can't do this. It ain't gonna work. Just be like everybody else. But then I had this on my shoulder. Is this where you want your kids to end up? Is this what you see for their future? Did God give you these children for you to fall into the pits and not grow so they can't grow? Because He had a plan for their lives too, not just mine. So these things came to my mind. Do I want to see my children in this trap that I am myself in? Do I want them to be subjected to pain and negativity? And now moving didn't change that, but it definitely gave me a growing chance to give them a growing chance because now I live in a 3-bedroom house, 2-car garage, and this ain't to boost, but I knew on my journey where I was and what I was going through, God had a better plan. Like just last year, my son graduated from high school. I didn't see that. I didn't envision that for my life. But through the grace of God, my son now is in high school, my second son, the second baby that I had before I left Blake. It was triumph that pushed me to fight for them. Because if I give up on me, where does that leave them? The purpose in life. What's the purpose in life? You got to have that in you. You got to have the will to want to see the better or the greater outcome. Because if I can't make it great, guess what? I'm giving them a chance to make it great. I had to come to an understanding that if I kept on the path that I was on because of my hurt, I couldn't allow nobody else to heal, and they'll always see the broken version of me. It ain't easy, but it's possible. And on my journey of healing, I've learned to forgive. I've learned to forgive so many people that have done me wrong because maybe somebody did them wrong. Or maybe the stuff that they had to see or what they went through made them that person. And then I forgive myself for putting myself in positions where maybe I could have lost myself completely. I'm thankful for the trials and the tribulations. I'm thankful for the storm. I'm thankful that I was able to sit with myself and get a greater understanding. Now I hug trees. Now I ground myself. Now I sit. I sit in my truth. I wasn't my best because of my trauma. But I'm going to come out with the testimony of keep going. It's hard, and you need somebody to talk to. You need somebody to encourage you. You need somebody to tell you it ain't all right now in this moment, but it's going to get better. Believe that the stripes, because every story, every tear, every uncomfortable situation, those are stripes that you had to endure to get to where the next level is. But after year 3, 4, 5, and 6, it started to look a little better. Come back for part 8.